How bad was the drug scene around this time period?
How much time we got?
The late 80s.
It was rampant.
Right.
Literally rampant. By that time, the time we're talking about how approachable was and doing like this, everybody was either sauced up. Cocaine was running rampant through there because we were running so hard.
What?
We partied every night, including myself. Took coke to keep us going, took sleeping pills to slow us down, took steroids to keep us big, alcohol that we had the candles lit at both ends, and everybody was running hard. So it was tolerated for a while, and then it started to become a problem because everybody was,
right.
Then they started to do drug testing. And we wouldn't know when that would happen. We were up in Canada one night, and 6 of us got told, "You're out the car." Why? Well, we'll call you at home. You're suspended for 6 weeks. Drug tests. And then it was like kind of a reality check. They were going, pretty hard on it. And you get into the thing where you're used to doing that, and you're just go, 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 go. You don't make the right decisions when you're like that. It's okay, like say doing a blade job. You ask me to sit there and cut my face up with a razor, and then you're gonna get on my ass for partying at night or with something to keep me going. Neither one of them is right. One's the lesser of the two evils? I mean, you can't justify really either one of them, but it was like part of the business. It's like working in a bar and not drinking. It's like, I drink, I work in a bar.
Right.
And that type of mentality, you're just so used to going that drugs were like, you take vitamins, you take steroids, you had to be bigger than life. So when he said, no more of this, it's like, what do you mean no more of this? So there was a lot of...
Do you think you were singled out, looking back?
I wouldn't say I was a victim. I always believe to this day, take credit for your own work. Did I flunk a piss test? Yeah. Did I get suspended for, that 6 weeks? Yeah. I didn't lose my job. I was scheduled to go back to work after that. The time came where I was supposed to go back to work that day, and I called them and just told them that I won't be coming back. I never got fired. It's just, I just decided that I didn't want to be there anymore. And through my personal life at that time, too, I was going through a divorce. Right. There was no angel out on the road. I was the kid in the candy store. I like to party. I like to drink. I like to fight hard. I like to travel hard. Going out with 2 women at the same time wasn't the best choice in my life at the time, because the wife at the time really didn't like it.
Right. You ended up working for Stu Hart following this. What are your memories of working Stampede?
Good memories. I liked I liked working up there. I liked working for Stu. Me and Bret Hart were good friends, and I always liked that. It wasn't the WWF, so you'd have to say it's a step down.
I think Stampede wasn't it dying around this period of time, or?
Yeah, it wasn't great. Bob Johnson was doing the booking out there. Okay, we're going to travel 500 miles tonight to the Indian reservation that has 8 people in it. I used to scream, what are you doing? Can't you see? We have to make money. Calgary was always, a real good show. And Edmonton, we do Edmonton, Calgary on Friday and Edmonton on Saturday every week. And those were always good draws. And the guys up there, they worked well.
Who were some of the guys up there? Was Pillman and Benoit there at the time?
Yeah, Chris Benoit was there. He just come back from the Japanese dojo. Brian Pillman was there. Owen was there.
Bad News, was he there? Or Bad News Brown, was he there?
Bad News Allen or Bad News Brown, right? He was there. We had good talent. Moccasin was up there. Jerry Morrow. Barry Orton. Myself. Hito from Japan.
Was Hasi there?
Hiro Hasi. Yep. I tagged with Hasi quite a few times when I was up there. So talent-wise, we had some really good talent there. Like Stu, great guy to work for. I used to go eat at his house on Sundays.
Did he ever try to stretch you in the dungeon?
Oh man, I go down the dungeon. Hey, Chris, come here. I want to show you something. Into this new move. I said, Stu, stay away from me. And he'd have a finger in the ID of down on there, you know. Yeah, you big bastard. Huh? Yeah. Let me show you this move. No, I don't see any moves from this, Stu.
Right,
But he was a great guy. Stu and Helen, I love going over there on Sundays. I haven't done it. It was cool.
What about some of the other guys like Benoit and Pillman? Did you get to work with them at all in the ring?
Yeah,
Or?
a lot.
Any memories that stick out?
Well, Chris came. Well, he didn't come. He was there. He wasn't as big as he is right now, you know, physically wise. Back then, all right, your heavyweights were all your big guys, all right. Then there was like the cruiserweight division,
right.
So they really didn't mix it up. You know, you fought the smaller. He fought, you know, the smaller guys, and the big guys wrestled the bigger guys. It's just a mentality and the way it is. It isn't like it is now, where, you know, the lucha libre style or the Japanese style. You know, he was bringing a lot of new, exciting stuff over that I was watching. Like, man, where you get that? It's like Japan. You know, it's how they work over there. So really, yeah. So that was a great learning experience. You know, or sometimes we tag team, or like working with Hasi. Hasi showed me some, you know, good stuff that he learned in Japan. That wasn't really American style. So yeah, it was a good learning experience. Those were good guys.
From there, you went to Portland, Oregon for Don Owens. I think.
Actually, Billy Jack.
Oh, okay, Billy. Okay, you're right. It was different.
Don had the territory up there, and Billy wanted to have his territory there too. He brought in some good talent, but you know, they call him, his name Billy Jack, they call him Billy Whack though sometimes too, because he just goes off the wall. You don't think you're talking to the same guy. Okay, I want this. By that time, you know, I'd cleaned up my act. Things were good. I was training. I looked good. Yeah, great. This is going to be a good opportunity working for you, working in Oregon, you know, area. We had a nice arena, good talent there. We had Ricky Santana was up there, Johnny Ace was up there, myself, Ray Candy, Mike Miller, Brian Adams, who would go to WWF as Crash,
Right.
Was up there. Billy was up there. Tugboat, or you know, Fred Hoffman, Big Fred. Freddie was there, and we were Tiger Chung Lee. So we had guys who were talented, were working hard, and it was good. We weren't working enough. Billy would decide something, and then, all right, we got to have a meeting tomorrow night. Well, I don't like the way this is going or that's going, and this is how it is. If it's coming down to me and my family eating, or you guys working, he says, I'm taking care of me and mine. And if anybody doesn't like it, there's the door. He lost 3/4 of his guys that night.
Wow.
And then Kevin Kelly was also there. You know?
Right.
Okay. And they just looked at each other. Can you believe this shit this guy's telling us? We've been busting our ass doing whatever we can to make this work. And he said, if you guys want your last paycheck Friday, which was TV, because we were filming TV, you come in, you do a job for whoever I have here, and you leave. He didn't have a TV that night because everybody said, you know what? Screw you.
Right.
No.
Wow.
But he had to post a surety bond up there, so there was $10,000 in the bank, and there was the wrestling commission in Oregon, so you guys will get your money. And he lost his business because of that. It was, I would say, because of him. He just started getting paranoid, thinking nobody was working hard enough, this wasn't work, he didn't want to work here. Granted, you know, it takes money to make money. It was a big investment, but it wasn't because of his talent. It was because of him and his decisions. You know, let us go out there, let us work, let us, you know, let's do what we do.
Do you think Vince sabotaged him a little bit?
I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't see, I wouldn't have a story. Yeah, you know, one night that this happened, we were working a territory like back in the day. You know, you worked the Northeast of this. That was North. Don Owens was the only competition. WWF at the time occasionally came, you know, did the Portland Arena.
Right.
Once every couple months. So it was never a real threat there.